see what type of man he was going to become, or have a wife or kids or a job.
3 men ended up charged with capital murder. 2 agreed to plea deals last year, while the third, Richard Montes, was supposed to go to trial August 1st. But key prosecution witnesses weren't available. And since the judge denied his request to delay the trial of the 4.5-year-old case, the special prosecutor asked it be dismissed instead, intending to refile.
I was like freaking out. I was telling the lady, like, y'all screw me over. Y'all gonna let him go.
With no charge to hold him on, it meant Montes was released from jail, leaving Medina worried about what would happen.
I still feel that way, like he's gonna leave or something. I don't know, because like, how do you give him a chance to get out like that?
But the special prosecutor confirmed to KSAT that on Tuesday, a grand jury indicted Montes again in the same case. Welcome news to Medina.
I won't have my full relief until he's after trial, till he's behind bars, and I know he's going to prison for what he did.
The other 2 who took deals, Andres and Juan Martinez, were sentenced last month to 22 and 24 years in prison. But since that happened, while there was no charge against Montes, lawyers involved in their cases told KSAT the pair don't have to testify like their deals had required. How that will affect the case against Montes.
I think her written statement is a bit unclear. She initially talks about hearing shots and then going out and then seeing more shots. And so that's why when we talked to her, she was able to clarify what that meant. So there were earlier shots and then there were more shots. And so that was a clarification that I had, and I just wanted to share that with them to make sure that they understood that.
But again, Judge, having an open file policy does not give me notice they intend to use that unless they give me notice, and the notice was given yesterday.
It's the same transaction. 404B applies to extraneous acts, not the acts that apply to the same.
Why are you giving me 404B notice of it?
All right, so here's the thing, everyone. We're not going to talk over each other. We're going to be kind and courteous to each other. I understand that everybody is representing their viewpoints. I'm here to hear your viewpoints and just make a decision. So with regards to your motions, this is what we're going to do. Today, as everyone knows, we're only doing jury selection. That's it. So what I'm going to want from each party is I'm going to want a copy of that video. I'm going to review it. Mr. Montes is going to have to go back because I don't want the deputies to have to transport him back this evening. We're going to be here late. I'm going to review that video, and I'm going to hear all your arguments about the motion in limine. I'm going to hear your arguments about the 404B and what should and should not come in. So we will do that at that time. But the motion for continuance is denied, and we will go over this 404B step by step. And what I need to know from both parties is what I've just been handed, the 5 statements that are in here. I need to know if somebody has said that in detail in their statement that was given to the defense. I need to know that. And then after I know that, I will make my decision, an informed decision on whether or not this should be excluded or not. In defense, I understand your argument that you're supposed to have notice of 404B, and it doesn't matter if it's in somebody's statement or not. You were supposed to be given notice of it. I understand that. But what I want is each one of these statements that they were given notice of, I want to know if that's already been tendered to them in this fine of detail through someone else's statement. And then the court will make its ruling on whether or not this is excluded or not. So when we do jury, we can go off the record, Brenda. So with jury selection in this court, I don't believe I've had any of you all for jury selection.
I think Kelly's been
So my understanding is that, is there a request for an hour each side?
How many panel members are there?
90.
90. We would request 75 minutes just because it can take a little longer to go through specific because it's not 65 people. So I just ask for additional 15 minutes.
Okay.
I talk a lot.
All right. Well, just to make sure that everyone, when you're talking, you remember the court reporter, and we're going to make her life easier today. So I will give you all each that time. And the way I do voir dire is I will give an introductory statement. Please listen to my introductory statement, because sometimes I've already asked questions and maybe you don't need to re-ask them. You can concentrate on other things. So the state will go first. and they will have that entire time. Then we will take a break. Then the defense will go second, and you will have that entire time. I don't call back 90 people. So if there's something you want to raise with the juror, you need to raise it then and there. There is not to be a strikes in front of the panel. We do that afterwards. And if you all can confer and see which persons you all can agree on, then let the court know. I'm usually pretty liberal with following your agreements with regards to that. And we will have 4 alternates.